Insides of the
I got a text message
solar
today.
field and it was back
We
in the
are
front corner.
in
Of course,
Oman
6 foot high
Portage.
horses. So I mowed the path
How do you
back
say it?
there.
B-U-N?
He told me it was a flag.
Or something.
There's a steel fence
Oman.
goes for a white top.
He's like, this is the first time in 7 months my feet have
Sorry to
touched
see
land.
it.
I said, did your legs even
Yeah, I was
bow?
on the bicycle.
So,
Yeah.
I was on ship 13 days.
Once I finally got back around. then turned up
As
around said Andy
a
Henderson.
week ago, last Thursday or Friday, they were at 219 days.
All rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America,
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the July 6, 2026 Abington City Council meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Alderman Harrison.
Here.
Alderman Hendricks.
Here.
Alderman Allen.
Here.
Alderman Dow.
Here.
Alderman Swearingen.
Here.
Alderman Thomas.
Here.
Alderman Brooks.
Here.
Alderman Thompson.
Here.
Mayor Johnson.
Here.
Attorney Jack Ball.
Here.
Engineer Neil Smith.
Here.
Treasurer Susan Shannon.
Thank you for that. Thank you for being here this evening. We had before you the minutes from the previous council meeting. You had a chance to look them over. No changes or additions or subtractions. We'll take a motion to approve those minutes.
I'll make a motion, we approve the minutes as read. I'll second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the minutes of the previous council meeting. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Thank you for that. Opening remarks, I have just a couple. I know that the state of Illinois passed a law. I believe it went into effect beginning of July, addressing one of the things we talked about at our last meeting, which was the motor-powered bicycles and scooters. I'm not familiar with the law per detail, but I know that I've still been seeing several people that probably are not within those guidelines or the law. So might want to do a little research on it and get familiar, because I'm pretty sure that the county they're aware of it and they're probably going to start enforcing it. So, and I will say that one of the attended a fireworks party over the weekend, and there was a kid that got hit by a car on a motor scooter. So, I mean, it's serious business. We talked about it last time. It's a big concern. So maybe our governor did one thing that, would be positive, for the people, around town. So.
Well, on my way in to this meeting tonight, I met 2 young boys, probably not more than 10 or 11, coming right down the middle of the street on little dirt bikes.
Yeah.
No lights, no helmets, and nothing legal about it.
As far as the city is concerned, I mean, we talked about it. Really isn't a whole lot we can, there's a state law now, so that should address that issue. I would believe. A couple more things. Had somebody ask me, who do we call to get cars towed off of the street? Do we need a court order, if they're violating ordinances or whatever, they're parked on the street? The ordinance officer cannot just call a tow service. Is there a protocol? I mean, if they've been violated and they're refusing to towed off the street, because there are trailers and there are derelict vehicles in the street around town that might fall within the guidelines of being towed off of the street.
Are these inoperable vehicles you're talking
I
about?
believe so.
You don't have any idea if they are or they aren't?
Well, she asked me, I believe that she's fined them or issued a violation that, but they need to be, what else can we do? I mean, we just can't tow them, can we? Or can
Well, you have ways of abating a nuisance. That's why I was asking whether they were inoperable vehicles or otherwise fall within your nuisance ordinances. So you have ways where you can go and abate the nuisance, which could include towing them away. But you also have a separate ordinance with respect to inoperable vehicles. Quite frankly, Mayor, I'd have to take a look at those to see
If it's okay,
if that's a process where you do that.
okay, then if it's okay with you and with the council, I'll just have her get in contact with you to get some direction as far as how to address that stuff specifically. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. And one more thing, I got a phone call, I don't know, a week or so ago. Gentleman inquiring about a liquor license. How many do we have left? We have 2 left. He has, to my knowledge, he hasn't applied, or he was inquiring about Carowinds. Perhaps maybe buying that. I said, well, that's great. You know, what are you going to do with it? He said it would be, his plans were a lottery liquor stop. So, maybe we'll see something from that come down the road. But I mean, I would rather saw a restaurant, but I don't even know if he's bought it yet or not. I don't know, but he said he was going to pursue it. I have the guy's name if you wanted his name, but I thought I'd keep everybody informed on that. And that's all that I have for opening remarks. Are there any additions to the agenda?
I guess I'll break the ice. Yeah, I need to talk about a possibility of adding more speed bumps out at the ballpark. Yes, sir.
No, Doug.
Sorry, I couldn't let you have me tonight.
Are there any other additions? Okay. Moving on then. Engineers report. Neil?
Thank you, Honorable Mayor and council members. Your project at the sewer plant is in progress. We're working on, they have to send in a bunch of paperwork for all the pumps and controls and all that stuff, and then we approve it to make sure that it's exactly what was in the specs and it's going to perform how you wanted it to. So we're shuffling papers around now, and I don't have any timeline on it yet. I've asked them; they don't know for sure. Those pumps and controls are specific to your needs out there, the head conditions on the pump, the speed and everything. So they build them custom. Also, your oil and chip with the county is supposed to take place the week of August 3rd. So it's right now they're on schedule. They're exactly on their schedule, and it had some rains and some breakdowns on there. So I anticipate that schedule to hold pretty close unless we get a crazy monsoon or a disastrous event with their oil truck. But I also have your inspection reports. I got them, and I haven't had a time to do a deep dive in them for your water tower and your ground tank out at the cemetery. They quoted some repairs in there. There's some somewhat extensive ones to the water tower that need to be done. I think the best way to handle it is I'll distribute it to everybody, an electronic copy. You can review it, and then we can talk about it at the next meeting. I don't think there's nothing that I saw. I looked through it as, is there anything that needs immediate attention? Is there anything catastrophic we need to attack right away? And there wasn't anything. It's just kind of failing paint, or there is one thing that's pretty easy. I'll call you tomorrow and we can go over it. That's something you guys can do if you get an EPA inspection, and it's something they'll notice and you don't want them to. So, other than that,
Any questions for Neil?
Can you remind me, where are we oil and shipping at this year?
there's a sheet
Map right there.
Oh, the highlight.
Yeah, that's what's good. I was directed by the superintendent of public works to not do your street testing.
That's all right. I won't get mad. I get even. Just remember that, guys.
It's on the internet.
And it's on the internet.
I'm just joking.
You have
I'll
a,
be professional from here on out.
you got a ballpark figure on the water tower?
The total repairs that they have in there, the water tower itself is like 300,000. I haven't gone through to see what is necessary and what is a little bit of luxury on it. I haven't had time to do that yet, but
You say the water tower over here or the water storage?
the water tower is the one that has the more extensive repairs. And I think there's a screen that needs to be replaced. That's what I was gonna talk to Jeremy about. It's just a lot of painting, pressure washing the exterior and overcoating the tank exterior. That's about 100,000 in itself. You know, putting a fresh coat of paint on the outside. I'll look at this in detail and try to decide what I think actually needs done and what can wait.
Okay.
And then the ground tank, they had about 60,000 in repairs on that, but 30,000 of it is a mixer that I don't feel you need. Another 5,000 is a vandal guard, which is a guard for the ladder to access to climb up the tank. It's in a locked fence and the ladder's 8 foot off the ground. So you have to have a little, if you have enough want to get up to that 8 foot ladder, you're going to get around a vandal guard anyway.
Questions for me? Okay, before we go to the attorney's report, I missed one of my notes for opening remarks. I'm sure everybody's aware of what happened over the weekend. Juvenile got into the sewer system and was life flighted. I've made multiple attempts to get a hold of the family. I wanted firsthand information to report tonight. I don't have any. Everything that I have is secondhand, and I'm not going to report secondhand. So,
Plant?
yes, the facts are, is it 9? 9 years old, got in there and went through the mixer and got life flighted. Those are the facts. Beyond that, Jeremy was there. Jeremy can answer some questions if you have any specific questions. I was not able to get there, but I'm not going to report on anything else because I don't know if it's true or not, and I'm not doing that. So I do know I have. Well, he made it. He's alive. He was just a little, so it's home. That's about all, So anyway, I thought it was important to just touch on that and recognize what happened this evening. Okay,
Can I
moving
piggyback
on.
off you, Jason?
Sorry.
Can I piggyback off you just a little bit? I just want to make appreciative gesture to Tiff, Heather, and Chuck for reaching out about that incident to see how the city guys were up there. I think it means a lot to those that had to be out there, and I just want to say thank you on their behalf.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for communicating and checking on them. Very appreciative and respectful.
any other comments? Okay. Attorney's report, Jack.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor and council persons. I have nothing to report.
Thank you for that. Any questions for Jack? Next, we'll go to Treasurer's report. Susie?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just have two very quick things. Do you all get this revenue and expenditure report every month with your bills? So that you can see how this stuff is coded? I'm just asking because there's some things on here I want you to look at as far as things that get coded to miscellaneous. If we can look at those and see if there's someplace better that we can designate that. Because from the budget meetings, I don't like things going to miscellaneous. Because with as many GL accounts as we have, there's probably to request that when we get the request from the new auditing firm, that I get copies of the reports that go to them.
The only thing I've heard from them, I talked to him and asked him if he'd gotten a hold of Ben Berglund, and he said he had not reached out to him yet, so.
I just knew that was gonna be coming up here pretty soon.
You're supposed to get login, right?
We're
One
still working the bugs out. It's not real easy getting the software put together to get they're working on getting all of our accounts and everything set up, and we're working with them. So but
They're coming in and working in.
it's more over the phone, or they log into our computers.
Okay.
So we're still whittling away at it.
And what I'm requesting is they'll prepare specific reports for our fiscal year end. So I'd like to see copies of what's going to them to be audited
Sure.
so that we can be prepared.
Absolutely. Any questions for treasurer? Superintendent's report, Jeremy?
Thank you, Mayor, council members. Neil hit on quite a few things that we're looking at coming up, especially the sewer work. I do have a storm sewer that was broken by Mid-Century at South Main Street. We did investigate that, dig it up, investigate it. We are not going to fix it as a city because they're paying for it, so we're going to let someone else fix it, and it's no money out of our pocket. So let's just let somebody else fix it, and the other guy's time to do something else. But that will be getting fixed in the next week or so. And other than that, it's just busy with mowing and keep things looking good and fixing what we can.
Thank you for that. Any questions for Jeremy?
Do we know who's doing the repairs so we can be on the lookout so a bill doesn't come?
Greg.
Greg?
And Greg's worked with Mid-Century before on some laterals and stuff when they've hit them with the boring machine, so he knows the direct bill with them, so.
Okay.
Him and I have had that discussion already.
Thank you.
Okay. Moving on to old business. Number 1 is employee time clock lunches. Ellen?
We had a personnel committee meeting 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago or last Monday?
Last Monday?
Last
Yeah,
Monday.
well,
Okay. Anyway, at this time, unfortunately, I would like to make a motion unless we want to do the rest of the meeting and come back to this. What do you guys?
You want to go into an executive?
Yes.
That'll be at the end. We'll go at the end.
Oh, okay.
You're requesting an executive session?
Yeah. So we can do that later.
Okay. Number 2 is hot water heater bathroom park.
Yes, sir. So we got the 2 quotes in. We're just gonna go ahead and bite the bullet and get this done. Basically, because there's no hot water in the bathrooms in the concession in the bathroom. So I have 2 quotes. Advanced Plumbing is $2,470, and then AMP is $1,300.
What's the difference between the two?
So
$1,100.
thanks for the quick math. So like, it's advanced is like provide and install a new half-inch copper line from existing. That's what this one has. And APM will install new isolation valve at the water heater, along with a half-inch boiler drain at the wall for winterization. They will also install 2 Chicago 420T mixing valve faucets. I don't know. I'm sorry. And then.
Chuck, what's the difference between the two?
Yeah, thanks. Why didn't you speak up sooner when I was trying to read that? I don't know.
They bid the same thing, right?
The mixing valves are because the hot water is too hot.
Right.
So the mixing valves will let cold water
Water in,
in
yeah.
and mix it.
It's just the same.
Which advanced will put them in as well, because I
Right.
talked to.
That is advanced. That's advanced.
Oh, okay.
it's the same.
That's what I thought, but I don't know.
AMP is just gonna get it done quicker.
Well, then I would say we go with the cheaper
Less,
bid.
less labor.
I make a motion, we go with the $1,300 bid,
I'll
not to
second.
exceed 1,300 for man.
I'll second it.
Motion has been made and seconded to authorize AMP $1,300 for the hot water heater at the park. Roll call, please.
Alderman Allen,
Aye.
Alderman Dow,
Aye.
Alderman Swearingen,
Aye.
Alderman Thomas,
Aye.
Alderman Brooks,
Aye.
Alderman Thompson,
Aye.
Alderman Harrison,
Aye.
Alderman Hendricks.
Thank you for that. That concludes old business. New business, number 1, speed bumps at the ballpark.
Thanks, sir. So I had a couple coaches and parents ask me if there was any way we could add a few more out there, because I mean, I know we only have a few right between Diamond B and Diamond C, but they're wanting to know if we could add a few more before they get to that smaller diamond, because and on past little ways, because people are still driving kind of crazy. I kind of talked to Jeremy, and what was he said we could use?
We can use cold patch to do it.
Is there any certain like meal line, like do we have to have anything special to do those, or
I don't
that you know of?
It's our property, so.
Okay.
No,
I just
you mean like a permit for, or anything, or?
no, just putting them in there. It doesn't have to be anything special, does it?
No.
Okay.
You dig a moat out there if you wanted to.
So I guess then if
How much cool patch?
that's how I'm just getting it on the agenda so then we can get a price for it, and
He'll leave that to the superintendent.
yeah, Jeremy will give me a price on that.
Okay, so we'll bring that back next
Yes,
time.
sir. Thank you.
That concludes new business, committee reports, finance, admin, personnel. Ellen?
I have nothing other than what we're gonna discuss in a few
Okay,
minutes.
any questions for Ellen? Water, EPC streets, Terry?
In case nobody had noticed, the South Pottery grounds have been mowed. I did
Thank
that
you, Jerry.
last Saturday, and I also went out to the EPC plant and mowed around behind the solar field so that they could get to a wellhead that's back there to work on that. So that's all done at no cost to the city.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Question for Terry? Parks, Doug?
Thank you, Mayor. The only thing I had to report is our lights on Diamond C are up and running, and so Diamond C is finished. Scoreboard, lights, it's a brand new baby. So we're gonna go check them out tonight.
Isn't the season over now?
They got the barbecue tournament. Thank you.
Any questions for Doug?
You got a budget left?
Not much.
I got used to the cemetery.
Yeah, get to the cemetery. I'm saving for a skid steer.
Next, we'll move to the police. Ed?
Honorable Mayor, fellow council members, Lieutenant Kramer provided us activity report for June. Everything looks as it should to me. And we had a minor roof leak back in the rear of the police department by the old incinerator chimney. And we had a minor power issue in the Sally Port, I believe, been resolved. So I don't think there's anything that's gonna cause us any further problems. That's my report.
Any questions for Ed? Cemetery
No report.
and EDC?
We have finished the input forms for the building grant, the housing grant. Those have been sent off to Darren, and I know a few people have gotten theirs officially in the mail already and filled them out and sent them back, so hopefully we'll hear something more about that before the next meeting.
Questions for Heather? That concludes business of the open session. Make a motion to adjourn
I'll make a motion.
We get
and go into executive.
You gotta make a motion to go into executive session, and assuming it's item number 1, you need to read that.
Mhm.
and then we'll take a second and see if it gets approved.
All right. Make a motion. We can go into executive session for the initial of specific employees of the public body or legal counsel for the public body or against counsel for the public body to determine its validity. Sorry.
I'll second.
Okay.
Motion has been made and seconded to conclude the regular session and resume in executive session.